Sir, kumustahan naton yan na Commission on Higher Education kay maghuhuman na ang academic year 2023, no? And what are the preparations being made by CHED?
Oh, well, CHED is of course always there at talagang nagsisipag para lalong maibigay yung mandatong dekalidad na edukasyon pang-kolehiyo, pang-universidad. At under the leadership of Chairperson Secretary Popoy De Vera, okay naman ho dahil nandyan ho at sa ngayong panahon nga ang CHED po ay hindi na lang kilala sa ating bansa, kung hindi it's now internationally recognized, given that before meron lang tayong mabilang sa ating mga kamay, mga daliri na mga higher education institutions that are ranked sa ating world standard. Ngayon, we have yung mga daliri ko sa kamay at sa aking mga paa hindi nakakasya kung bibilangin natin yung mga higher education institutions that are now given the recognition internationally, tulad ng WORI, tulad ng Times Education, at nung iba pang mga internationally acclaimed, internationally recognized and accredited institutions, to give due recognition to these institutions that are giving high and of course world standard quality of education to its stakeholders, yung ating mga estudyante. At natutuwa po ako bilang kaisa at bilang kabahagi ng organisasyong nagbibigay ng ganitong klaseng kalidad na binibigyan ng recognition, hindi lang locally but of course globally.
Sir, in Region 8, the latest update, parang SSU in Samar ang nakapasok as sa ranking.
Isa ho yan
Isa
sa
siya,
mga nakapasok sa ranking, yung Samar State University in Sikatbalogan City under the leadership of President Marlon Cardoso.
Yeah.
At siya ho talaga ay mismo si Secretary Popoy De Vera ang nagbigay ng recognition, hindi lang sa pamamagitan ng salita, kung hindi si Chair Popoy mismo pumunta sa SSU para magbigay pugay at magbigay recognition kay Dr. Marlon Cardoso. Hindi lang ho SSU, ma'am, ang nagbibigay recognition sa international community. Yung Northwest Samar, napabilang na rin sa WORI recognized institution. Yung BIPSO, yung University of Eastern Philippines, yung of course Visayas State University ay siyang kasama dito sa world-renowned, world-recognized higher education institution. Visayas State University, isa po yun. Yung Leyte Normal University is also being given that recognition. And I'm so happy. We are counting and we are very hopeful that kung hindi man itong 10 higher education institution ng state universities natin ay mapabilang lahat, kung hindi a significant number of them or percentage of this will be able to join the internationally recognized community of HEIs.
Okay. Sir, in terms of yung mga parameters po, ano po bang nagiging basihan? Because mayroon pong mga challenges na na-experience ang state colleges and universities, the state universities particularly, in terms of infrastructure. Kasi ang dami-dami pong gustong makapasok na mga poor but kumbaga, they're capable and they have the brains, but they cannot because universities are setting standards. So how are we going to, kasi gusto lahat ng parents makapasok but we have this kind of absorptive capacity. So do we really recognize the autonomy of the university to set its own standards in terms of admission of students?
Referring to retention, admission and retention policies, talagang bawat state university or college, yung mga BOR, yung Board of Trustees and Board of Regents, they're the ones that set the parameters kung hanggang saan. But kahit ngayon sa General Appropriations Act, yung batas na kung saan nagbibigay alokasyon pang pundo sa gobyerno, for higher education, mayroon doon special provision na kailangan ang mga state universities colleges must observe doon sa capacity, doon sa absorptive or carrying capacity nila. Hindi ho mag-overbook, kumbaga sa mga flights, huwag kang mag-overbook. Otherwise, makokompromiso talaga yung programa. And we must also, I understand, katulad ng summer stature, katulad ng IBSO, they have, for example, civil engineering degree. Ang mag-enroll dyan, mag-apply dyan, 1,000. Pero ang tatanggapin lang, one section, 55. So, they really have a very rigid, looking at the standards, looking at the parameters or boundaries by which we'll be able to really take in students for a particular program. Dito sa pagiging worldly, internationally recognized, napakahirap because you have to sustain that. Hindi ho kaliwat kanan magtatanggap ka ng estudyante. Mayroon ka na niyan entrance admission examinations by which you have to more or less, elevate the standard. Kung tumatanggap ka ng 85 noon for a particular program, baka gawin mo ng 90 na. So kind of, making it hard for our students to really enroll in a particular program, especially board programs. Engineering, teacher education, accountancy, criminology, agriculture, forestry. These are professionalized programs, meaning PRC board courses or programs. So yun ho ang nagiging kumbaga sa the other side of it, na we really would want to absorb all of them, but we really have to also consider the carrying capacity, the absorptive capacity of a particular state university.
Meron
Hindi
po kasing
pwede
challenge,
na bahin
sir. There is a challenge in the set of BORs in other universities. Kasi meron po tayong mga BORs na they politiko. So, gusto nilang ma-accommodate, pero
it's a given talaga because pero in fairness to our representatives, kung ini-emphasize naman yan ng CHED, inibigay doon during board meetings, they also consider din naman, all because of policy and standard setting. In fact, it's no less than Congress, both houses, the Senate and the House, saying that, you really have to standardize. You really have to level up with our neighbors. So what we do is to also standardize our program standards, our guidelines, our policies for this particular or for a particular program. Otherwise, pag magharap din kami sa kanila for budget hearings, why is it that your teacher education is very low sa passing rate? Why is it that your engineering? So it's really kind of balancing up, making just like an orchestra. Honorable Senator, or you're a member of this orchestra, gusto natin yung tugtog maging kaaya-aya, we really have to and we really have to admit that these days, recent time, talagang globalization, internationalization is there to stay, especially with the digital, age that we have now. Digitalization is very important.
Sir, ang ating mga private schools din, kumusta nga nitong era?
I'm very proud to state that our private schools here, especially in the urban areas, they are doing very well, quite well. We have St. Paul's doing well. We have, of course, DBF, they are also doing well, Asian Development Foundation, and other private HEIs. We have one here which always gives the top for radiologic some board exams. Holy Infant ba ito? Near CHED. Ang ganda ng record nila sa radiologic board exams. Lagi may top 10, ha?
Saint Scholastica?
Saint Scholastica. Itong nandito sa may Saint Scholastica. Or Holy Infant ba ito? So ito yung mga pride dito sa ating region. Hindi naman tayo nahuhuli, Hindi tayo nahuhuli. Sa mga statue natin, there's always, the top notchers.
Yeah.
Masaya working here in our own place in region. Presidents, heads of schools are very cooperative. What they really would want to happen is to really dance with the music, and the music is standardization,
Yes.
internationalization, and making it possible to really, level up with our neighbors, especially with the ASEAN neighbors. Kasi if we talk about ASEAN standard, there is already that Singaporean standard. And that's kind of a world-class standard already, not only regional standard.
Sir, pero ba tatanggapin yung mga private schools region 8?
Itatong private schools din na more than 47 or less private schools.
Pero tanan niya, sir, may mga permits, foreign man.
Well, mayroon tayong mga under massive audit now. May mga phase-out orders tayo, mayroon mga naka-show-cause orders, all because of trying to really make assurances and announce it to the public that Region 8 is, we really mean business in terms of quality assurance. Nagpapagal ang mga magulang, papasukin sa eskwela yung mga bata, nagbabayad, kung hindi naman, kulang naman sa kalidad, that's kind of short-surging our parents. So short-change natin sila. Kaya nga po nandyan ang CHED as a regulatory body to assure the public, to assure our parents na pag nag-graduate ang anak mo sa isang particular college or university, it's being assured na kalidad ang kanyang natapos, na kanyang kalidad ang kanyang natutunan, and thereby making him ever ready and well prepared for a job, for the work, or for life that he'll gonna face after graduation.
Sir, out of 40 plus, mga pera hindi din may problema natin ng mga private schools.
Significant pa rin. Siguro we have about 15% already. And the region now is really acting on all this. In fact, by April 3 and 4, our supervisors will be in Katarman to audit private schools there. Tatapos lang namin mag-audit kasi inuna ko muna yung sariling bakuran namin, bakuran ko, yung sa Borongan. We have private schools there na talagang nasusyokos order nga kasi they really have to comply. Just to give that na sa ibang lugar, huwag naman sila magsabi na sarili mong bakuran doon, di mo muna binisita. Kaya inuna ko muna yung sa Borongan para wala silang masabi.
Pero tatagal-tagyan pa nila time to...
Of course naman ma'am. As always, ang sinasabi ko pag nandun sa school, hindi ho kami mga pulis na nandito para arestuhin kayo dahil may sala kayo. Hindi po. We are here to help you if there is kind of a facilitation mechanism that we could be of help, by all means, we will help you. Such as, sir, yung din namin sa criminology is finishing his or her doctoral degree.
Yeah.
By all means, we have to consider that.
Yeah.
Sir, yung mga nagtuturo namin dito, 5-10% pa lang ang mga may master's degree, but after second year, after this academic year, tapos na lahat. By all means, we have to tell them, okay, very good. Tuloy-tuloy lang kayo, but make sure may timelines tayo dito.
Sir, ano din mag-take ito niya ng ito na bar examination is ano din na like RTR?
Well, ang law, ang bar is with the Legal Education Board, ma'am.
Okay.
It's not actually with CHED.
Oo.
Only that we help in the secretariat work. Well, for me, it's a welcome development, personally. Why? Because our takers, our lawyers to be, will no longer be as burdened as before because they really have to go to Cebu, go to Manila, and that's quite an additional expense on their part. But here, pag nag-bar ops, wow, ang parents nila nandito, bantayan sila, doon may mga nagba-bar ops, they do it via organizations na lang, may parent representative, may mga kamag-anak. But here, I think, full force yan. Parang naghahatid na isang kamag-anak mag-abroad, baka puno ang mga vans yan. Kumbaga sa airport, puno. Ngayon dito, yung area ng bar, pag hindi pinagbawal, baka puno yan ng mga magsasabi, God bless you, we love you, mga gano'n.
May idea ka, sir, kung ano to mga parameters na kanyang ikita, nira, na
nagko-qualify in region?
Well, of course, availability, ma'am, ng HCI, ng testing center, number one yan. At, well, maraming mga
Maybe facilities.
may facilities, very important. Kasi hindi naman papayag ang Supreme Court pag walang facilities ang nag-be for venue for bar exams. Security, number one. Kasi yung mga test materials niyan, plus yung security is number one consideration. Accessibility. And then of course, yung integrity and ng exams will not be compromised.
Sir, let's go back to the programs being offered by universities and colleges. May na ba kita, sir, mga universities na masinugtanon, compliant in terms of the requirement imposed by CHED? Kay, especially in opening new programs. Kay bangin man lang, may nakita mga universities na nag-aabrin programs pero may napahirangayan i-comply had CHED.
Well, of course, I think the practice before na kung ano ang gustuhin ng isang sektor ay pwede na lang ganun. Ngayon parang na lilimitahan na po yun. Why? Because under the stewardship of Chairman Popoy de Vera, Secretary Popoy de Vera, lagi nang ini-emphasize sa mga boards, lalo na sa mga commissioners na pag dumating kayo sa mga board ninyo, please announce or tell this na ganito ang policies natin para uniform.
Opo.
Before, ang issue si ma'am can just offer.
Yeah.
Okay, we want to offer College of Nursing. We want to offer accountancy, criminology because that's the desire of my constituent. Hindi na po ngayon po pwede ang ganon kasi kukonsulta muna sa CHED.
So you're the highest body to be consulted. This an approved head board.
Hindi naman highest but we are the proper office.
Ay, okay, that's good.
To be consulted first by all these BORs and BOTs. Prior to even considering offering a particular program.
Okay.
CHED will be asked. Because under the policy, ang una nating i-consider yung initial report ng regional office to the board
Okay.
na BOR, the proposal of president or HEI so and so, such and such, I think they have incomplete ganito, I think they are okay on these fields, but overall, pwede mag-antay pa, i-comply muna ang mga ganito. The board will consider it. Gone were the days na pag sinabi ng isang ma-influensang member, okay na kaagad, hindi na ngayon.
Hindi na ngayon.
Tatanungin na ang regional office kung saan man yung SUC or LUC na yan. And one important thing na dapat malaman ngayon, ultimo ho, tulong-dunong program, tertiary education subsidy, lahat ng klase ng scholarships. Pag ang bata ay enrolled sa isang kurso o programa na walang COPC, accreditation yan, ma'am, hindi ka pwedeng may scholar. Hindi ka pwedeng maging tulong doon ng program grante. Hindi ka pwedeng maging tertiary education subsidy grante. Pag ang bata enrolled sa hinding programang sertipikado ng CHED as compliant. Aside from that, i-impose na lahat ng board programs, ang graduate sa board program, hindi na makakatik ng board exams ng PRC. Pag walang COPC.
Naging stricto na.
Actually, ma'am, 10 years ago pa yan na policy.
Okay. Pero
hindi lang,
now you're monitoring.
we are now monitoring.
it. Oo.
Oh. Sa mga faculty promotions and reclassifications lang ngayon, ma'am, sa SUC at LUC, hindi ka na mapropromote. Pag nagtuturo ka o nagpa-project ka, nag-extension ka, kung anong ginagawa mo, pag ang program na tinuturuan mo o gumagawa ka ng impactful project sa community, research or extension, pag hindi naka-COPC, walang credit. Hindi ka mapropromote.
I see.
So that's how we do our job in terms of quality assurance.
That's for the faculty.
That's for the
teaching.
faculty.
Oh.
For
But what
scholarships, for pag wala rin siya, hindi magiging scholar ang bata. Kaya ngayon, sa tulong-dunong programa sa tertiary education subsidy, ma'am, ang daming na-delisted, na-recommended to become TDP and TES. For example, dito sa TES at saka sa tulong-dunong program for this year, mayroon kaming 5,000 applications, 1,500 plus ang delisted. Kasi hindi naka-enroll sa COPC accredited program. Sa TDP ho yun. Sa tertiary education na napakalaki itong tulong sa mga estudyante, ang laki rin ng delisted. Libo din ang delisted. So, I think lahat ng mga presidente, lahat ng mga may-ari ng mga private HES, they will really have to strive to make sure that the programs are program or standards compliant. Otherwise, piktado. Walang marketability ang programo pag hindi ganun. Kasi hindi na makaka-avail ng scholarship, ng promotions ang tao.
Sir, let's go back to promotions, no? Just recently, nagkaroon ng
Faculty
post,
reclassifications.
faculty and non-teaching at the same time sa
ROS,
ALJIBE, no? O the ROS. So, ano po ang take ng CHED nun pag may universities na medyo nagkakaroon ng challenges in terms of accepting or entertaining applicants? Kasi may problema, may issue po kasi in other universities like the members of the PSB are at the same time applicant for particular position.
Excuse me.
Ano po yung take niyo
Parang
doon?
dapat pag member ka ng committee na yan, dapat you really have to get out from that committee. Conflict po yun.
Conflict,
Hindi pwede yun. Invalid ang exercise kung included ka doon. Mako-compromise yun. You have to get out, especially so if you are the one being considered now by that committee. Hindi ka dapat mag-involve. Where's your ethics there? Doon pa lang, violation mo na yan sa government, sa public service.
Yeah.
Get out means you resign from being...
Not necessarily.
Resign
Pag-resign.
from being the chair or
You really have
inhibit?
kahit member, you have to inhibit
Inhibit,
yourself.
okay, oo.
You have to inhibit yourself. That's the right term.
Okay.
You have to inhibit. Now, ang faculty reclassification naman po, just before you came in, tayo nag-start, that was Eastern Visayas State University
Yeah.
Institutional Evaluation Committee. Ako naman as Regional Evaluation Chairman, kaya ko sila pinapunta dito para i-consider yung dalawang appeals ng kanilang mga faculty. And one is what was considered
Okay.
from Instructor 1 to Instructor 3. So, wala na yung dati na mayroong favoritismo, wala na yun, ma'am. Depende na sa sipag, sa tiyaga mag-aral at mag-project ng faculty. Mga initiatives niya, mga kung anong ginawa niya that contributed to quality assurance ng program, may mapopromote ka dyan, tiyak ma'am. Just like what we did this morning, nag-justify siya na in-improve niya ang curriculum,
Yep.
nag-introduce siya ng OJT, tinanggap ng BIOR, in-approve, at ito ang impact. Ako, you get to have
So,
credit.
kayo,
Nung
sir, yung
kinumpute,
last na,
promoted siya.
So, yung CHED ang last na nag-evaluate ng kanyang...
This is from Instructor 1 to Associate Professor 5.
Yeah, that's...
Yung Professor 1 to University Professor, Central Office, may mga committees.
Ay, okay. So, university, ministerial lang yung kanyang function, just admit all the folders of the applicants.
Correct. But, doon pa lang sa level nila, mayroon na rin initial evaluation. But the final say is, sa amin, Instructor 1 to Associate Professor 5, ang recommendation is with us. Ang final say is, it's always the board, of course. It's always the board. But what is the effect? There is that assurance sa mga faculty on the ground na wala na yung favoritism ni Presidente, ni Jose man. Depende sa sinabmit mong claims for credits.
Very good.
Hindi ka makaka-claim ng credit kung upo-upo ka lang. Dapat mag-aaral ka. Dapat mag-project ka na ibibigay mo sa community. Dapat i-improve mo ang teaching programming mo, etc. That will help the students and the community.
Sir, what happened kanang College of Lohan Asian Development Foundation? Medyo no-stop na rin.
Waray ko masyado. I don't have even an iota of information about it because, as I've said, it's with the Legal Education Board already, ma'am. Wala na sa CHED.
Sir, message to all the SUCs in Eastern Visayas.
Well, yes, we have had our national directorate just 2 weeks ago, and there is always that statement, no less from Secretary Popoy de Vera, na issues is you really need to level up. You really need to comply with the standards possible na binibigay ng CHED dahil third quarter this year magsusok leveling niya. Literally talaga, you really have to level up. Kasi sabi ni Sir, pag mayroong hindi compliant na program dyan at kasali sa measures or sa barometro, baka backslide yung level mo. Halimbawa, isang university, level 3, pag mayroong program na hindi compliant, baka mag-backslide to level 2 or even it will become a college na instead of a university. So that's his message. It's not really to raise fear or whatever sa inyo, but to really encourage you to do your best thing so that anyway we'll be able to really address the need for quality assured programs. So aside from your accreditation from AACO, what is very vital is for you to be able to have COPCs for all your program offerings. Pag hindi, apektado tanan. Kasi pag nag-backslide ang SUC level mo, ultimo yung salary grade ng university o college president mag-backslide na. That's how significant That's how vital and important is the exercise of quality assurance in reference to SOC leveling. Thank you very much, ma'am, and for this opportunity, all the way from Calbayog, thank you very much. Mahal mo ang CHED. Salamat po at mga excuses. Mahal niyo ang CHED.